Good morning, children. How are you? Yes, I am also very fine. So we are now in chapter 1 of maths. Okay, that is called number system. Many things we have learnt, many things are still to be learnt. So today we'll discuss about some new topic that is very important part of this chapter, rational and irrational numbers. This chapter number system, very important part. And that part is called rationalization. Then what is rationalization? A rationalization is the process of eliminating a radical. Radical means this type of sign, square root sign, or imaginary number from the denominator. We'll not discuss imaginary number, this is not your part, of or numerator of an algebraic function. Okay, in an algebraic fraction, if that denominator is in the form of surd, means in this type of form, so we have to remove that denominator. Upside whatever is coming doesn't matter, downside this symbol should not be there. So this is called rationalization. So remove the radical in a fraction so that denominator or numerator only contain a rational number. Here numerator may contain irrational also, it doesn't matter, but denominator should be always rational number. Correct? Okay, now in that rationalization one important term will come, that is called rationalization factor. Okay, what is that? So the factor of multiplication by which rationalization is done is called as the rationalization factor. Means the term, the number that will rationalize the denominator is called the rationalization factor. Okay, if the product of two surds is a rational number, if the product of two surds means this type of two things, root a into root b. Okay, if the product of two surds is a rational number, then each surd is a rationalization factor to the other. Okay, if root a into root b is equal to a rational number, okay class, that means a and b both are root a and root b are the rationalization factor of each other. It means that, okay, here one simple example is also given, that if root 2 is multiplied with root 2, it will be 2. Correct? That means the rationalization factor of root 2 is root 2 only. Correct? So this is called, and it's very important part also. Rationalization factor is very important part. You have to take care of this, and it's very easy also. How we can find? In the next slide I will explain also. Now see some examples. Okay, see here we have to rationalize root 5 by root 2. Root 5 is numerator, this is also a radical. Root 2 is denominator, which is also radical. So how we can rationalize this? How we can rationalize numerator and denominator? So what we will do, we'll focus on our denominator part. So this denominator part is root 2. Okay, we have to rationalize this. So we'll multiply again root 2 by root 2. Why root 2 by root 2? So that the value doesn't change of that number. If the value will change, then it will not correct only. So root 5 by root 2 into root 2 into root 2. So what will happen? Answer will be root 5 into 2 divided by root 2 into root 2. That will become 2. Now see, it has become a rational number. The denominator has become the rational number. So that means it has been rationalized, and that answer is root 2 by 2. So this is the rationalization of a surds of a radical, and the factor which is multiplied is called rationalization factor. So see what is given here. So after rationalization of thirds, it is becoming root 10 by 2, where root 2 is used as a rationalization factor. Correct? That means what? These two are root 2 and root 2 are rationalization factor of each other. Okay, some next example you see something different. See here. Now suppose that we have to rationalize root 3 plus root 5. Okay, 4 divided by root 3 plus root 5. So rationalization factor of root 3 plus root 5 is root 3 minus root 5. Here I will explain why it is so. Okay, root 3 plus root 5. We have multiplied both numerator and denominator by the root 3 minus root 5. So what is the result? 4 into, see here, 4 into root 3 minus root 5, and downside root 3 plus root 5 into root 3 minus root 5. That is a plus b, a minus b. Here is the key of this whole topic. Okay, so this is a square minus b square. Clear? A square minus b square. So that ultimately the result is 4 into root 3 minus root 5. Here see that, divided by 3 minus 5. This is minus 2. Yes, minus 2 is also a rational number. Okay, so what we'll do, this minus 2 will divide this 4, and the answer is minus 2 into root 3 minus root 5, or this minus will go inside. It may, the bracket may be open. Whatever you want to do, you can just do only. Okay, and ultimately the result is 2 root 3 plus 2. Then what is the RF of this number? RF is root 3 minus root 5. Here only we have to understand a very important thing. What is that? See here. Mainly you have to remember when the surds are binomial, two terms both are radical, you have to monomial I have explained in the previous slide. This is for binomial. If the both the terms are surds, then your rationalization factor will be, if it is a minus b, root a minus root b, then your RF will be, means rationalization factor will be root a plus root b. Correct? If your denominator is in the form of root a minus root b, okay, then RF is root a plus root b. Means what? Means in this type of things we have to use this formula a square minus, we have to bring this identity a square minus b square. For that we need to multiply like that. Okay, one two important thing is that you can see here. This is that point which I was used to discuss, that root a plus root b into root a minus root b is equal to root a square minus root b square, that is equal to a minus b. We have to bring this format here. Okay, now suppose that there is a root z into b root z, so that is equal to a into b into root z. Means anyhow we have to remove the radical from the denominator. So this is what rationalization factor. So I have explained 1-2 examples in the classroom. We'll discuss more and more. Come to the classroom online classes. Teachers are available there. They will clear your all the doubts, each and every doubt, and you will feel enjoying while solving the maths. Okay, so till then, take care. In the next class we are going to learn something new. All of you will remain safe, study nicely. Thank you class, thank you very much.